Halo 5, SkinnyTU's Halo tournament, Halo's new Firefight mode. We discuss it all on today's Uprising news.
Ghost takedown.
Hello, and welcome to Uprising News, the show where we share the latest clan news from Uprising Family Gaming. So we're going to take a minute and introduce our fire team of anchors here in Halo 5. This is our first episode we're doing outside of Destiny, and feels good, fellas. I am Big D112358. Also with us, we've got MitchWindoo. What's going on, Mitch?
Hello, boyos.
We've got Hereforthepizza joining us. How are you, man?
Doing pretty good. Getting ready to slay some faces.
Yeah, we're doing rockets here, so I'm sure you'll get enough kills. We got SkinnyTU with us as well. How are you, man?
Evening, fellas. Doing well.
KGenga's in here with us too.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Let's see, and who am I missing? Oh, well, I know
The
that
guy who's not in Halo.
that's right. We got KGen. How are you, KGen? Somebody just shot me.
Sitting outside of Halo watching from Destiny, like through the window, like, hey, what planet are you guys on? It's not in my director. Can't find it.
Yeah, you got something up against the Spartan program, huh?
Uh-huh. Yep.
We got B Fouts in here with us as well, of course. How are you, Fouts?
Doing pretty good. I suck at Halo, so for all of you watching the live stream, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is fun. Oh, I almost had pizza. There we go.
Oh, I get used to leading off with the rockets.
That's right. So yeah, we're here in Halo 5. We're on one of the new maps. What's the name of this one again?
Stasis.
I believe it was Stasis.
Stasis, yeah. It's a fun one. And we are going to be talking a lot of Halo today. And this episode has been a long time coming. We've been talking about doing some Halo and running around in here for a little bit. So we finally pulled it together. And with good reason. One of the first segments we're going to be doing, we're going to talk to SkinnyTU about a Halo tournament that he was in recently and did pretty well and had a lot of fun. So we'll chat about that. We're going to talk about Halo's new Firefight mode, which has been really well received and well done, and is free. Then, we'll go into our usual Iron Banner updates and introduce some new clan members, and that'll round out a pretty nice little episode here in Halo 5. So anyway, getting things started. SkinnyTU.
Sneak attack.
I'm not finding anybody. I gotta come find you guys.
They're finding me.
You know what it is? It's the small Halo 5 radar. So anyway, SkinnyTU, you were actually in a Halo 5 tournament recently, and we were talking about it in Slack, and I realized this is something we should probably talk about in the show. So thanks for coming on and joining us here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Me and my wife had the opportunity to go down to RTX in Austin over the July 4th weekend. And just as a side note, if anybody's a fan of Rooster Teeth or their content, I would highly recommend going to that show because it was really fun. But they had a ton of developers there, and 343 was there, and they brought a big setup, and they showed off Halo Wars 2 and Halo Firefight, and they also brought one of the gentlemen that runs their Halo Pro League, and they had a Halo 5 free-for-all tournament that was free for anybody that came to the show. And I hadn't played Halo in a couple of months just because I do get so into Iron Banner, so I like to stay in Destiny and keep everything sharp with that. But it sounded like a lot of fun, so I made sure to get signed up for that on Saturday. It was a winter advanced tournament, so there were 6 people in each of the preliminary heats, and only the first player would advance. And set it up really well where there would be 3 rounds for each match each one on a different map, and it was strictly time-based. So you play for 12 minutes, and whoever had the highest score at the end of that 12-minute section would get 6 points. Whoever finished in second would get 5. Whoever finished in fourth would get 3, so on and so forth. And whoever finished with the most points at the end of those 3 rounds would advance to the semifinals. So first match went really well. Everybody was still trying to get warmed up, get the hang of it, so I managed to win that one pretty handily. Finished second in the second round. In the third one, I had a 5-point lead with about a minute left, and this the second place guy had an amazing comeback. Managed to tie it up with about 4 or 5 seconds left. We went into overtime for another 3 minutes. Managed to get the win out of that one, but that one was a nail biter. So I managed to advance to the semifinal, which was on Saturday night. It was they took the top 3 out of each semifinal to the finals to play on the main stage on Sunday. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it there. Like I said, I was a little bit out of practice with Halo. If I added up the points correctly, I missed the final by about 1 place.
Ooh.
But it was still a great experience, and I had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Wow.
Nice.
That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, I wanted to go to. I mean, me and you talked about it. I wanted to go to RTX 2 years ago, and just could not get it. The trip planning together to make it work. Thought it also been a good Uprising thing. I was trying to get some people there too, but yeah, I'm getting a little more excited about it too. A convention that has gaming and Austin involved, I can do that.
Yes, sir. And we had been talking a little bit about the free support that 343 is given to Halo right now, and the tournament was one of those things where it was free to play. But there was a $5,000 prize pool, and the first place finisher ended up with $3,000 just for showing up.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now set the scene for me. I mean, what was the room like?
It was really great atmosphere. So they had the station set up in the middle queue line to go play Halo Firefight and play Halo Wars. So we had with a speaker who was doing play-by-play commentary, walking around looking behind everybody's shoulders at their screens, and everybody that was in line to play Halo Wars and Firefight would be looking over your shoulder and watching as well. So there was some good crowd participation, and everybody's really nice and positive, and it was a great experience.
That's great. And this is in kind of a big room, like a conference room kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it was a big convention center hall, and they just partition it off in aisles, and the developers will have a 10 by 10 or 20 by 20 space that they'll set everything up in. And 343 was one of the bigger booths. It was probably 30 feet by 30 feet. They had the Halo Wars 2 section, the Halo 5 Firefight, and then they had also brought a lot of the props from Halo Forward Unto Dawn and the live action stuff they had done. So I got to play around with one of the battle rifles that they had filmed with in Forward Unto Dawn.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Jelly?
Yeah, no kidding.
All the jelly. Yeah.
So, so let me ask you a question. A lot of people are probably hearing this then and hopefully kind of saying to themselves, wow, that sounds like a blast. What do I look for to try and get involved in something like this in my area? Like, how did you find out about it, and how would other people find out about stuff like that?
Yeah, so 343 had actually made a tweet about it, and then there was some advertising at the venue as well. And then really the main thing is, especially if it's a free tournament like that, is to make sure you get signed up. So there were only 12 preliminary rounds that were played, and only 6 people that could play in each round. So getting there early, getting signed up for that free tournament, that was key. So that was the first thing I did on Saturday morning, just to make sure that I was able to get into the tournament to be able to play. But following 343 on their Twitter, or whatever developer for whatever game you're interested in, looking at any events that might be in your area, as it's a local Comic-Con or whatever it might be. Those are the best ways to find out about it.
Cool. Yeah, that's fun. I'll definitely have to keep my eyes open for that kind of thing. I would imagine being in the New York area, there must be something popping up here and there. So, I don't know. That just sounds like a lot of fun. You know, I think it also speaks to the amount of support that Microsoft and 343 Industries have been putting behind this game. We were talking about it before we got into the game here tonight. I've just never seen this level of support and free support for a game before. This is definitely a really good example of it, running those kind of tournaments.
Absolutely, and I for one was very leery when they announced how they were going to have the microtransactions in the game, about how they were going to use that for development and for making sure that the game stayed strong going forward. I didn't think that was going to happen, but then, you know, they do things like run a free tournament where you can make $3,000, and that kind of makes you think that they're really going to be looking to develop the community in that way.
Yeah, and speaking of free editions, I just blasted somebody. Who was that? That was you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and then I just blew up Fouts. Fun. Actually got a couple kills. It's so hard to play when you're talking, which is why we decided to start off in custom matches and just screw around. But speaking of free updates to Halo 5, everybody was really excited about the addition of Firefight, which dropped relatively recently and has just been a lot of fun. So we're gonna, after this one, we're gonna launch into a little Firefight match and go check that out. But yeah, I don't know if you guys had played the beta of Firefight, but the final version ended up just a whole lot better. I had fun with the beta, but it was easy. You know, the enemies just weren't very challenging. There weren't enough of them. But the final version, I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun. How about you guys? What has your experience been with Firefight?
Didn't play the beta, but definitely same reaction. I thought it's a lot of fun. Wasn't a huge fan of the regular Warzone. Firefight brings a new dynamic to it, I guess.
So how does Firefight in Halo 5 relate to like the Firefight, the original one from like Halo ODST? That was the last time
Not
they did that, I
unlimited.
think. Okay.
And no, it was Reach. Reach was the one that did Firefight. I don't think ODST had one, but I might be mistaken. It's been a while.
ODST introduced it.
Okay.
But I know Reach was basically unlimited. Like, you can go on fighting until you died. And now it's kind of like have a limit. Like, there's more to it now. There's different enemies. There's different objectives each round. Like, some rounds you gotta kill, I almost called them Awoken, man. I need to stop playing this one. Now, what are they called? Prometheus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And other rounds you gotta kill the Covenant, and so on. It's really fun. I love the new Firefight. I think it is a great addition to an already great game.
Agreed.
Yeah, and you know, that's one of the things I think that Halo has always been pretty good about having a wide variety of things to do in the game. You know, like, just from their zombie modes and you know, all the custom matches and people making up games like Griffball. There's always been just so many different things you could do in Halo. But in Halo 5, I feel like everything has been really pretty well executed. So if there's a couple of game types that you're not crazy about, like a particular kind of Warzone or whatever, there's still enough other things to do in the game that you can keep plenty busy. I actually had only played Arena for the first, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months of the game. I didn't even pick up Warzone because I just really like the maps and I like Arena. And with the new player movement, I felt like that was a better way to get a handle on all of that. You know, but then once I started getting a little sick of just doing 4v4 all the time, I started playing a little bit of Warzone, and it took a while to get used to it, but I don't know, I got into it after a little while. I like it now. I always forget the name of the play type. What's the one, not the standard Warzone, but the, I forget the name of it now. When I go out to the menus, I'll see it. But I like that one even better. Yeah, or Assault, thank you. That's fun for me. I always like capping points, and when they did Dominion in Halo 4, you know, those kind of game types always sort of drawn me, so I like that one. So we will, after we blast through this match a little bit, we'll go into a little bit of Firefight and go take a look. Anybody else have anything they want to add about that stuff before we kind of get on to other subjects?
What about the free content and stuff?
Yeah, or just about, you know, Firefight or Halo 5 in general, really.
Well, here's something I can add to the just Halo 5 in general. Halo 5, or just a Halo universe in general, is always enjoying, especially this game, with all the free content that comes out every month, whether it be big or small, is always something. It's awesome. So, like, if you don't have the game and you are watching right now, and you're thinking about it, and you say, why would Halo 5 be for me? It may not have something for you right now, but somewhere in the distant future, there could be something. So, if you're an Xbox owner and you don't have Halo, you're wrong. Like, you should always have it in your collection. Just because, once again, like, it may not be for you right now, but they could add something that just blows your mind.
Like the Halo 1 pistol that I just took somebody down with. They brought back.
The fact that you guys are getting demolished by the storm rifle is insane.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I thought I was putting on free-for-all rockets, and this is obviously not free-for-all rockets, but whatever the hell I picked with these random game types is pretty awesome. With the random weapons.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, Fiesta's always been a good game.
Fiesta, thank you.
Ooh, I got this. Oh, I got 2 snipers. Oh, okay, he's rushing with a shotgun. This is not going to be good.
But you moved at the, like, last second. My rocket was about to hit you.
like, I don't even know what half these weapons.
Well, it's kind of cool that they brought back, like, Halo 3 BRs.
Oh, I know. Having all the classic weapons come back in, like, Warzone and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
I
feel like
love
that was a
Halo
jab.
3 VR.
I feel like that was like a little jab at Bungie, saying, "Hey, we're taking your stuff and making it ours now."
Those weapons you made that everybody liked, we're putting them in
They're
our
ours now.
which was your game, but they're now our weapons.
Hey, I think they probably made a couple of bucks
Nice.
giving away those weapons when they sold the franchise, so I wouldn't cry too much
Oh, yeah.
about it.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't sell it. That's the thing that sucks even more. Is that they didn't sell it. They lost their contract with Microsoft. And something that they disagreed with Microsoft ended up them making the decision saying, you know what, we'll just take our business elsewhere. But on that same note, if it wasn't for Microsoft, Bungie wouldn't be around. Like, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bungie, you really used the Microsoft title as a crutch for a long time. I mean, they made great games. They always have, but being partnered with a titan like Microsoft really helped them out. But now look at them. They have left the nest and made another great game.
Yeah, for sure. And to me, it's the best of both worlds because, you know, Bungie's off making Destiny, which obviously is a favorite in our clan. But I think that Halo 5 for 343, you know, there's a lot of people that have always sort of, even before 343 took over, there's been a lot of folks that have been kind of down on the next Halo. Oh, this one stinks. It's nothing like Halo 2, or this one, whatever. And they had some legit reasons to say that with Halo 4, for sure. But Halo 5, I think the player movement has been great.
Because
the
obviously
maps,
it was like
kind of screwed the pooch a little.
it was
bit, I think.
awesome. I loved
But
the Halo
with
4
5. they really
you may
came
like
back and
say
did
burn
the
non-believer,
franchise
but I
justice.
loved the Halo 4 maps. Everything about it was amazing. I think Halo 4 had big team battle down to a T. Like, it was perfect, in my opinion, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, there were some maps in Halo 4 for sure that were great.
And
To me,
everybody was calling
the
it,
turbo
it's like
update.
Call of Duty Halo.
Nah, nonsense. The turbo update that they did like 6 months later. Remember when they up the player speed and changed some stuff about the ordinances and this, that, and the other thing? After that, I felt like it really kind of hit its stride. It had already lost a lot of folks at that point, though.
It never lost me. Like, I reached max level because I was that dude like 4 months before Halo 4 came out, going into grocery stores with a cell phone, taking pictures of the double XP Dorito bags. Like, I loved Halo 4, and like once again, it got a lot of crap just because A is like, oh my god, it's not Bungie, it's not Halo, but it was such a good game. It was, even now Halo 5. People say, like, oh man, Halo 5's community's dead, there's nobody on it. But I was just reading on Reddit like a couple weeks ago that Halo 5 is the second largest community base on Xbox right now, next to Call of Duty. And when I say community base, I mean by like population size.
Yeah, and they said that there's actually more people in it in any Halo since Halo 3. They released an article maybe a week or two ago saying that. So it's definitely alive and well, and deservedly so. I think it's just very well done. As we launch into our Firefight team game here. So we'll see how we hold our
ODST pods.
That's right.
So awesome.
It's great. It's a nice touch.
It really is.
Cool. So as we do that, CauCajun, I know you got bounced out of our party, I think, there for a little bit. Are you back with us or what?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Oh, great. So why don't you move us on over to talking about Iron Banner and how we did last time around.
Excellent. Well, for the week of July 4th, we had a record turnout for Iron Banner and Warmind. Although we had the most active members for a Destiny clan with 96, we fell to the Unknown, and our streak at the top was finally broken. The Unknown beat us by 1.8 million points, or beat us by about 17% of our score. And then again, AOTP was a distant third, 1.2 million behind us. So just running the number
matters.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping them far away. I think in the current one they're like 6th now, so they're falling pretty far behind. Now going back to the numbers on the last Iron Banner, I did a little bit of number crunching, and the clan average score between Warmind and Unknown was almost the same. Like, they had 1465 and we had 1460. Like, we had very similar average scores per matches. However, they beat us by sheer volume. They played 1,221 more matches than we did.
Ooh, that'll do it.
So, yeah, exactly. So I'll blame a couple of people. I think between 2 people we could have got those 1,200 matches. So I'll just put 2 people on blast. I won't say your names. You know who you are. 2 people play 1,200 matches. You can do this. But so the Unknown figured out the key to success, and that was sheer volume, and they out-volumed us. So congrats to them for that, at least. For beating us there. And second in all of Destiny, still not too shabby. But going into our top performers, most matches was Occam Razor with 182 matches. A lot of matches. Most points and most multi-kills went for Hereforthepizza in this party right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. He had 314 multi-kill medals last Iron Banner, and he had 578,000 points.
Oh, last Iron Banner. That's what
Yeah, last Iron Banner. Yeah, this one's not done yet, so we're just catching up on the last one so far. The most post-mortem medals, which was one of the things you got bonus points for in the last one, was Fluffy McKickass with 203 post-mortems. And then getting a whole bunch of top performances rounding it out. His highest win percentage, highest points per match, and once again, highest KD is William Strange. He had...
Shocked.
Yeah. Everybody put on your shocked face. Yeah. He kills you with quiet Canadian kindness. He won 78.4% of his matches. He scored 4,168 points per match, and he did all of that with a 2.32 KD for the entire Iron
He
Banner.
needs to stop.
Level 3.
Yeah. He needs to start by putting YouTube videos out there and how to play like William Strange, how to play like me. First,
The thing
be
is,
in
like
Canada.
every time like we talk about Strange, how good he is, I always remember what his sensitivity is on. I'm just like, man, he shouldn't be that good, but he just wrecks it.
Why do you say
Plays
what's
with
his
a high
sensitivity at?
He plays with it at 4.
Respawn timer increased.
Really?
Yes.
Prometheans warping in. Eliminate all threats.
You know, it's one of those things where I've watched a lot of videos.
I thought
There
it
was
was
a while
6.
when I played a lot of COD.
No, he
where I
said
thought
he
about
plays
that stuff a
Halo
lot.
with a high sensitivity.
Um,
Unless he raised it, but last time I talked to him and asked him what it was, he said 4.
Yeah, we'll go with 4. What you have to say, Big D?
Oh, just saying, it's really all personal preference. Like I've known people that just up it and up it and up it and end up doing pretty well, but I know people that'll play down on like 2, 3, and 4 that do quite well also. So
Yeah, the lower numbers tend to be for the snipers, the higher numbers tend to be for the shotgunners.
trying to spin around on somebody, that kind of thing, close quarters.
Yep. Alright, so now the last part of the Iron Banner segment, something I started on the last news segment for Iron Banner was what I call my Cajun Spicy Grinders. And these are the members with 100 plus matches during Clan Wars. And so we had a lot this last one with 100 matches. So Beast Staturillo D, Slapfire, Dino Lavarto 911, Rumble, Legions 007, Yours Truly, CauCajun Saint, Beckett 86, Manwaring, Mezzodog, Psalm 91 V1, Killjoy, Lawdog 13, Stupendous Man 4, and this keeps going, guys. Captain SVO 23T, Southern Road Dog, Gnomish Brigand, MitchWindoo in the party, Evil Jet, Camzilla, Dry Heat, Captain Caveman, Rainbow Castle 99, Fluffy McKickass, also in the party, here for the pizza. And rounding it out, Occam Razor, who had the most. That's right, we had 25 members with over 100 matches last time. Now, yeah, this result, I think, of that many members with over 100 is driven by probably 2 things. One, clash matches are a lot shorter than 6v6 matches, than other 6v6 game mode matches. And we were behind Unknown from the start, and so a lot of us were grinding some more matches to try to close out that gap. So I think a lot of that drove the number of matches last time to be so high.
Incoming Covenant.
But now that I'm done with that part of it, the Iron Banner segment, just doing a quick round out of a new clan member. We have take a moment to recognize a new member of Rogues. Razara is a new member of Rogues, so welcome. He came in as a friend of Hereforthepizza here, and he's in Warmine already and kicking butt right now. So welcome.
Welcome.
I can't take their gold.
Awesome. Well, I guess we're definitely going to have to end up playing out this match because we're getting up high here on our levels, so I'll keep this rolling. But that pretty much wraps up what we wanted to cover here on episode 9 of Uprising News. So once again, I am Big B112358, and on behalf of everybody that's here in our fire team, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when we get our new videos cooking. You'll be the first to know. And thanks a lot. See you next time, Spartans.
Alright, I'll see you Starside, Uprising.
Yeah, look there.
Bye.
Hasta la vista, Uprising.
Shields back up. Elite's on me. Wreck confirmed.